Hello and welcome to this edition of Inside the Park. I'm your host, Alyssa Ali. On this edition of Inside the Park, I meet up with Kathy Mullner to find out more about the upcoming Easter egg hunt. I talked to Joe Patterson, the youth athletic coordinator, about what kids should be doing on their spring breaks. Mike Masella, the fitness coordinator, tells me what's up with fitness in the spring. And I'm playing with knives with Barb Cook. That's all next on this edition of Inside the Park. But before we get to everything else, we also talked to CEO Walt Cook on his 20 years here at Mount Prospect Park District. He's retiring and we got to catch up with him to talk about his reflection on his tenure.
In 1981, my wife wanted to move back to this area, to family, and I happened to be in Mount Prospect, and I might as well have been in Wisconsin at the time because I wasn't from this area. And I happened to be in a coffee shop, I think it was Little America, I think it was called something else in the early 80s, and heard someone in a booth next to me, I was having a cup of tea, saying that the Park District was looking for a landscape architect. And I found a police officer on the street and asked where this district was and came over and applied for the job. I was very fortunate. I came at a time of growth. They weren't quite sure how they were going to attack it. With my design background, they threw projects at me and just started knocking them off, and it was great. It was like design build. It was wonderful. I hit the ground running as far as they threw a brand new parcel that they were leasing from the MWRD at me and said, oh, we need to design this, and that's our softball fields along the tollway. You know, knock that out, and it was shortly after that that we were having problems with a pool that was arcane. So we ended up designing the first outdoor wave pool in Illinois. And it just kept going from there. Very, very exciting. It's a World War II community as far as its patrons, and it's also an asphalt jungle. This is not Naperville and where you can go out and pick up 70 acres. We multi-use everything that we have. Every blade of grass we could find, you bet. This district is not closed one day out of the year. Christmas Day, if you're a college student blowing in from you know, SIU, U of I, or whatever, you can come work out at Recplex. I'm not saying the offices are open, but there's not one day out of the year that this district is not open. 365 days. And when you're off, we have to be on. From the standpoint of you and your family and your kids are off and Christmas break, we best have a whole bunch of other stuff, you know, to fill their time. Yeah, great staff pull that stuff off. I believe you're as good as your people are. And any accolades I've ever received in my tenure here have been because of my staff. So it's people. It's people. That's the best part of my job. It's still people. The new people bring that to the table, and the new thoughts and ideas, and that's where we're moving. We're moving at lightning speed, and so that transition in the district, I think, will be quite positive for the future because we have up-and-comers that are right there and ready to expand. And they've earned it. They've put their time in and have been sitting on the sidelines a bit, and they need to get in the starting lineup. I hope next person coming is someone well-rounded, and I think the advice I'd give that individual is, again, you're only as good as your staff.
Well, I'm now here with Kathy Molnar. And Kathy, I love joining you because we're surrounded by wonderful kids having a great time, and we're looking forward to a lot of fun events coming up. One of those being the Mother and Son Luau on February 22nd. What is all that about?
This will be our second one. The first one was so successful. The boys just loved it. We transformed Lions Park Gym into a tropical paradise. We do games, dinner, dancing. The boys have a great time. I mean, it just worked out so well last year. We're looking forward to a bigger crowd this year.
Ben, how would you register to be part of the luau?
The spring brochure, when the spring brochure comes out, I believe it comes out February 4th. Okay. You can register online or you can register in person. It's only $30 per couple, $10 for the second child.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Yes, and it's on a Friday night, so it's from 6 to 8, so it's not too late.
Are you going with your son?
No, I'd work too hard. I wish they could go.
Definitely.
Yes.
So definitely looking forward to the Mother and Son Luau on February 22nd. And when we're talking about spring, Kathy, we're thinking now getting into Easter and the Easter egg hunt. This sounds like fun.
It is. We've been doing this format for over 15 years. It's so unique. We shred paper in the gym, so you don't have to worry about weather. And it is a great time. The kids look for eggs, and then they get a goodie bag full of wonderful treats afterwards. And then the Easter Bunny comes hopping down, and the kids just love it. Everybody that's been through it, they wish they could do it even at 12 years old.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Yeah, we divide it into 3 age groups. Okay. So the little kids, we start with 3, 4, 5, and then 6 to 8 year olds.
So the older kids aren't boxing their
little
kids out.
And we hide so many eggs that nobody is disappointed. And it's just a great format. We love it.
It's like the history of the Mount Prospect Park District, the Easter egg hunt. That sounds so much fun. Looking forward to the Easter egg hunt, but also, you know, when we're talking about Easter, we're getting to the points of spring break. And so when your parents are thinking of, you know, what should our kids be doing during this time off of school, what do you have as a suggestion?
Oh, we have a wonderful spring break camp. It's going to be held March 25th through the 28th. Okay. Here at Recplex, we have a well-equipped kids club room that the kids are very entertained. They're going to just have a fun time. We do trips, we do swimming, games, crafts. We keep them so busy, and even if you're not working, send them by because you know what? They won't be bored.
No, absolutely not. And are those divided into age groups as well, or is it all just one group?
It's kindergarten through 5th grade, and you can sign up for all 4 days or just 1 day.
Oh, so even if you just want 1 day of the kids doing some fun things, you can do that as well.
And you can drop off as early as 7 a.m. and pick up as late as 6. Only for $30 for the early bird fees, first child, $25 for the second child. So it is a great value, and they are such an awesome camp.
Yeah, completely entertained.
Yes,
definitely during these spring break camps. And then, Kathy, let's talk about preschool registration. When is that starting, and when can parents get involved?
I know, I can't believe 2013-2014 school year registration is going to be starting February 25th. And that's for Park District residents. So you could just come by and register. And then we offer 13 classes at 3 locations, starting at almost 3 all the way up to junior kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
So we are excited for another school year.
I can't believe it, just like you said. It's definitely going fast now into 2013. But for more information on everything Kathy and I just talked about, you can always visit www.mppd.org. Kathy, let's go play with the kids.
Sounds like fun. Thank you.
I'm now joined by Joe Patterson. And Joe, as we go into the spring, we have a lot of wonderful things the kids can be involved in. One of those being the Outdoor Spring Soccer League. Tell us a little bit more about that.
All right, well, the funny thing about the Outdoor Spring Soccer League is you have to do registration in the middle of winter.
Okay.
So that's a great thing. It's coming up, I believe, early in February. We give about a 2-week window where you can actually register, and it's considered, you know, early, that type of thing, where you can save $5 off the registration.
Early bird discount.
Yeah, so it's a really good feature. Our Outdoor Spring League is for K through 8th grade, boys and girls. We play our games on Sunday afternoon, and it's an instructional league, so it's really fun for the kids, and everyone will have a lot of fun playing.
Awesome. So make sure you do register beforehand. Although you might not be thinking of it just yet, you have to start thinking about it, and make sure you register early for the Outdoor Spring Soccer League. Register before February 18th. And as we're talking about spring again, you think soccer, you also think the kids are going to be off for spring break. What can they do during spring break?
All right, during spring break, we've got a whole lot of athletic camps that they can join. And they're week-long camps. We do for baseball, girls softball, some gymnastics camps. We even have a soccer tune-up class because spring soccer really kicks off in April.
Okay.
So it's a great addition, you know, as a lead into the spring league. But yeah, there's a lot of different options for all ages, from 4 all the way up to 14.
So you can kind of just pick and choose what camp you'd like your kid to go to, what they're most interested in, trying something new.
Yes.
Can you do multiple camps?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
A lot of fun with the spring break camps the week of March 25th. You don't want your kids to be bored. You got to be active.
That's right.
During spring break. And then how about summer softball league?
Yep.
Summer now? We're talking about summer already?
Yeah, the summer softball league. It's one of the largest softball programs in the Chicagoland area.
Okay.
So we want to encourage all the adult teams to come out early, register early. I believe we start taking registration in February for that. But any teams interested, please give us a call here at RecPlex, and we'll be happy to help you out and get you to the right league, right day, stuff like that.
Are you on the league?
No.
No?
No.
Why? I'm going to find out why Joe is not in the league, but it's all about thinking ahead here. We have a lot of stuff going on in the spring. Thank you, Joe. We're looking forward to a wonderful time. For more information visit mppd.org. Now here with Mike Masella. Mike, you gave this piece of equipment to me. I have no idea what it is, and it's heavy. What am I doing with it?
Well, this is a kettlebell. This has been around for many, many, many years. I mean, if you've seen like Mo, Larry, and Curly, like they used kettlebells because it's coming back as a trend in the fitness industry. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. I want you to place the kettlebell in between, and what we're going to do is we're going to swing up to chest level. We're going to hold it, and we're going to come back down, and we're going to reset, and then up and down.
And what is this working on?
Well, this is more of it's a holistic exercise. Okay. So you're working many parts of your body. I mean, where can you feel it?
I can feel it everywhere.
Good.
Oh my God.
So if you're looking for a class with kettlebells, we're starting new classes in this spring.
Cool. And now you have something over here in the corner as well, Mike. What is this? I'm done with the kettlebell.
You're done with the kettlebell?
Done with it.
This is called a core bar. This is also another class that we're starting up in the spring.
Okay.
It's going to be a high intensity interval class. Let me show you one move. I don't want to give up all the secrets of our new class, but what you're going to do is we're going to do a lunge, and we're going to do a twist to the left. Okay. We'll come back to center. We're going to do a lunge and twist to the right and back to center. So out, turn, center, back, turn, center, back.
Okay, so you're working your core again.
You're working your core. This is basically a core and a little bit of upper body class.
Okay. Okay. So there's going to be a class offered that people can get involved in?
People get involved in. It's going to be a class that'll be offered in our Group Fitness Passport series.
Awesome. So we have some really, really neat new equipment that, Mike, you're going to have to help me work on a little bit more. Obviously, I'm not as fit as maybe I should be. So the kettlebells and the core bar, but a lot of stuff else is happening, including the weight loss challenge. It's a long class. You can do a little bit. You learn a lot. Tell me a little bit more about it.
Weight loss challenge is something that we've been going on, I think, 3 years now.
Okay.
8 to 12-week sessions, depending on the session length. You're going to learn everything you can know about nutrition, how your body digests certain foods. I mean, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, when to eat, when not to eat. Even when you're going out, what to eat. Because you know that's always the hard part. You go out and you're like, all I want is a salad.
Yeah,
like,
it's not fun.
It's all about portion control.
Okay.
When you're eating healthy. So it's a great class. There's prizes at the end for the biggest, for the person who loses the most weight.
So, and then as part of that, that's in the evening, these classes, and then afterwards, you know, you're going to be learning how to eat, and then you're going to want to exercise as well. So it's a combination of learning and education, and then exercising as well.
Correct. About a year ago, we started a class called Weight Loss Exercise Class. And we specifically tailor it to people who are in our weight loss challenge class. They're going to be, they get a little bit of everything, a taste of spin, they're going to get a taste of stuff in the studios, they're going to get a taste of the track, the fitness center behind us. They're going to see a little bit of everything we have to offer.
How perfect is that? So you
It's
can kind
great.
of pick your favorites, see what works best for you as a person.
Right, exactly.
Awesome. So definitely looking forward to that. But you know, we're getting into spring, Mike. We're getting into summer eventually, and that means you're going to be outside more and maybe perhaps at the beach. Tell me about this Beach Ready basic training. What does that involve?
Beach Ready Basic Training is a new creation. Basically, if you like military-style exercises, and I can say firsthand because I was in the military, I lost a ton of weight within the first 6 weeks of boot camp.
Wow.
I was talking about 20 pounds.
Wow.
So military style training is a lot of calisthenics. You're going to be doing sit-ups, push-ups, ladders, burpees, and if you don't know what a burpee is, look it up.
You're not going to tell me what a burpee is?
I'm going to tell you what a burpee is.
Okay.
If I did one right now, we would be out of screenshot.
All right, I'll give you that, Mike.
So that class is going to meet 2 times a week. It's going to be available on our Passport series or as an individual sign-up class. So if you feel like that's all you want to do is those 2 classes 2 days a week, you can do it, or you can sample that class along with any of our other classes with our Passport.
And getting ready for summer weather. Doesn't feel like it just yet, but it will be here soon. And then we're talking about these new equipment, the core bar, the kettlebells. We want to make sure everybody's healthy and, you know, strength with their back. How does that affect when you're exercising and what you can do as a class to make sure you're ready?
Oh, actually, that's a good thing you brought it up, because we do have a new class called the back class.
Cool.
It's exactly what it says. We're focusing on core, okay? Core is from your middle of your thigh to about here on your chest, okay? So we're talking abs, we're talking your back, we're talking your glutes, we're talking your quads. So this class, for anyone who's having any kind of back issues, like if, you know, as long as you feel healthy enough to do it, we're going to teach you the safe and effective way to work on your core, including your back and abs.
Because it is sometimes when you're working out, if you're trying a new equipment machine and you're not sure you're doing it just right, you're sore in the wrong place, this kind of shows you, you know, making sure you're ready before you do something like that.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So it's a great starter class.
Absolutely. So a lot of fun things happening. And one of those things you're mentioning, superheroes, June 5th. What? Superheroes and fitness?
Every
How
year,
does that go together?
every year we have our 5K race.
Okay.
This year we're theming it superheroes. So feel free to come to the Strive for 5 on June 15th.
Quail Man. I'm gonna be Quail Man.
Quail Man? I've never even heard of Quail Man.
I'll show you.
You'll show me?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he doesn't show me the burpees, I'm not gonna show him who Quail Man is.
But basically, we're encouraging people to dress as a superhero.
Fun.
It'll be fun. It'll, you know, kids and adults are gonna enjoy it. I will be in costume.
Yay.
I'm not going to tell you what, but I'll be in costume.
Okay.
And if you're there, I'm sure you'll be in costume.
Oh, you know it. The Strive for 5 coming up on June 15th. Mike, make me try these kettlebells again. We'll see. But for more information, visit www.mppd.org. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks.
Well, now here with Barb Cook, the facility manager at Friendship Park Conservatory. Barb, I always love coming to see you because we're always doing something fun. It smells really good right now.
It does.
Tell me why we have so much food in front of us.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you this apron.
Okay.
Because we're going to get busy. No, we're really
I'm
not.
scared. Okay, that's good.
But Dave is doing a program for us pretty soon in March, and he is going to be getting busy with the food. So one of the things that he's going to be focusing on that night is knife skills. A lot of people love to cook, and but it maybe takes them longer than it should because they're not really good at cutting and chopping things. So he's going to work on he's going to demonstrate some knife skills and things like that. So we've got all kinds of things. All kinds of knives these are my home collection of things. But one of my favorite things is this ulu. I'm pretty sure Dave doesn't use an ulu in his kitchen. This is actually in Alaska, they use this for taking skins off of seals. But anyways, that's...
What do you use it for, Barb?
I use it for cutting and chopping things, cool. Yes. But all kinds of knives and all kinds of, tools to use. Do you sharpen your knives? Do you not sharpen your knives? Serrated knives, not serrated knives. Which do you use for what? And different sizes of knives. This is a nice manageable one that I like for at home, but whether Dave or not uses something like this, I don't know.
Right.
So he's going to teach us how to handle knives.
That is great.
So that's the first thing. One of the things he's going to do is you have to kind of imagine this lovely chicken here being golden brown.
Okay.
and he's going to teach us how to carve a chicken.
Oh, that's great.
Which I have to say, I've never carved a chicken in my life.
Is it similar to a turkey or no? I don't know.
I'm guessing it probably must.
Yeah, it has to be.
So he's going to do that.
Okay.
And then he's also going to focus on cutting things like fruits and melons. Which, again, I'm thinking he's going to do some fancy stuff, show us how chefs do it so that it looks pretty when you're actually presenting a meal. So whatever he cooks, he's going to use to prepare something.
Okay.
And then, of course, as he does with all of our cooking shows, he prepares usually 2 or 3 dishes, and then everyone gets to sample those.
Delicious.
They're always so delicious. And he makes it look so easy and so much fun.
Yes.
So that's going to be in March, Cooking with Dave.
Oh, that is so exciting.
Yeah.
So how would guests get involved with that? Would they just show up at the event coming up?
We really need people to register ahead of time. And they can do that either online or stop in at either any of our buildings.
As easy as
and then they come with a little bit of an appetite and get ready to learn some new things and be entertained by Dave because he is such a great show.
It's dinner, a show, education.
Exactly.
And you also said wine might be available for purchase as well?
Yes, we do have that. So you can make it a night out.
You can.
Either date night or girls' night out or guys' night out.
Absolutely.
Just come and have fun.
All
it's so much fun.
It smells, we cut an onion already. It smells good. I'm excited for March 5th. Cooking with Dave. You're going to learn a lot and eat a lot and have a lot of fun with Cooking with Dave.
Absolutely.
Barb, we have to talk about the Flower and Garden Show coming up. Tell us a little bit more about that and where it's located, how guests can get involved.
Okay. Well, that's something we do every year.
Okay.
And it's down at Navy Pier, as it has been for many years. The Flower and Garden Show. And the theme this year is the art of gardening.
Okay.
So it's going to be all different kinds of gardening and special landscaping designs that can kind of inspire people. If you're looking for something new and different at your own home, you can get some ideas there.
Oh.
And it's such a fun day. I'm the driver, so we drive down there. I know. A little bit of everything.
Nice. You are a jack of all trades.
Yes. So it's door-to-door service. So we drop them off at the front door. Everybody goes into the show, walks around, looks at everything, gets some ideas, and then has a little lunch down there. That's not included in the cost of the program, but there's like some food vendors down there at Navy Pier, as everyone knows.
Oh yes.
And then we make the drive back. So it's a fun afternoon, and it's in March when people are starting to kind of get excited about gardening again.
Winter is kind of going away. Spring is coming up. Hopefully. Yes. Hopefully. That's I'm with you on that one. That's coming up on March 13th. Do people have to sign up for that? Do they
do.
Okay, so sign up beforehand.
And that's popular, so I would suggest they get their name down on that list pretty soon because we're starting to fill up on that.
And we meet here at the Friendship Park Conservatory.
Exactly.
Okay, meeting here for the Flower and Garden Show coming up on March 13th. Make sure you do sign up beforehand. And something I don't think you have to sign up beforehand is the Spring Craft Show on March 23rd. Is it here?
It is.
Okay.
So again, it's something that we do every year in the spring, and just different vendors. And you're familiar with Pinterest these days?
Oh, I am.
Yes.
I am.
Everybody likes Pinterest, and I think that's just added a whole new element to craft shows.
Yes.
So there's so many creative, crafty people out there. So they all come to our building. We have, almost 30 crafters that are here. It's a free event. Just come. do a little shopping for spring, for summer, for Easter. That's right around that same
good
time.
point, yeah.
So lots of fun things, and it is a free event.
What time does it start?
10 a.m.
Oh, nice.
10 a.m. to 3.
Okay.
Completely free, so come on over. You can have a little lunch here.
Something everyone looks forward to every
Yes.
year, the Spring Craft Show. Always have fun with Barb Cook, the facility manager at Friendship Park Conservatory. For more information on everything we just talked about, visit mppd.org. Well, that wraps up this edition of Inside the Park. For more information on everything you saw on this episode, you can always visit www.mppd.org. For Mount Prospect Park District and myself, Alyssa Ali, until next time.